Okay, so hi everyone. So today's educational session will be on how you can ace your evaluations. So let's start by understanding what evaluation really is. So for many, including myself, the most valuable aspect of Toastmasters is the evaluations they give and receive. In successful clubs like ours, members support each other through evaluations that encourage speakers to continue practicing and learning. Members who receive thoughtful evaluations, they feel heard and become motivated to improve and inherit all the feedback given from their fellow members. So when giving evaluation, firstly, pay attention to the speaker's goal for self-improvement. Secondly, very importantly, evaluate what the speaker does and not who the speaker is. Thirdly, report what you see, hear, and feel as the member speaks. And fourthly, while delivering an evaluation, try to show off your speaking skills as much as possible by using anything like higher order vocabulary or any sort of literary device, perhaps anything you can think of to make your speech unique from the rest. Because the technique of evaluation is like the whole point is to practice and demonstrate your skills for speaking and all sort. Remember these points when you're doing your evaluation. Firstly, before the speech, review the evaluation guidelines for the project and approach the speaker to discuss the objectives for their speech and address any concern. Secondly, personalize your language. Before giving your evaluation, put yourself into the position of the speaker. Use I phrases and stay away from phrases like you didn't, you should have. Thirdly, to encourage improvement, you should use words like I believe, my reaction was, I suggest that. And finally, evaluate the speech and not the person again. Always keep your main purpose in mind to support, help, and encourage the speaker. Don't assess personal qualities, only assess actions related to the speaker. Now, everyone must be wondering, why is like evaluation so important to actually do a whole educational session based on that? Well, I just want to make sure that everyone's aware of the key technique of how to actually do your evaluation and the process of evaluation. And the benefits of evaluation, there are many, of course, but some of them could be that evaluation improves active listening, critical thinking, and positive feedback skills. Evaluation is known to be the heart of the Toastmasters Club. This is equally important as other activities in Toastmasters because it mainly tests you if you can assess a speech and give an effective feedback to help your surroundings. Okay, now I've noticed from several evaluations previously that everyone tends to follow the same process of greeting the person, congratulating them, then splitting their evaluation, and then giving feedback, and then concluding their short speech, including all the XCOM and myself. But now I would like to drag something new to your attention. This video is a very successful evaluation with many techniques embedded into it. And after watching this, you should get a firm idea of how you can also portray your speech to the audience. So let's watch this.
Welcome the next contestant, Anjit Venkatesh. Anjit Venkatesh, contestant number 9. Contestant number 9, Anjit Venkatesh.
Contest chair, early rising Toastmasters, guests, and Pascal. All aboard. I felt that the captain of the Titanic was calling us to come on board. 3 things I loved about your speech. You were like a Hollywood director on stage, taking us from a real railway station to a model railway station and back. to reality. You are a craftsman with words. I love the chug that trains, and I like the snap of the pliers, dismantling your grandfather's creation. And what I really liked was this emotional roller coaster that you took us on. Now, I was sitting on the edge of my seat for a big part of the speech. Now, let us see what you can do to take this speech from good to great. For a speaker of your caliber, when the contest chair leaves, please try and wait till she sits down. This is your stage, and wait for the contest chair to sit down and the audience to know that you run the show. Secondly, the title, All About, I thought was beautifully used in the beginning. And I was waiting for you to come and tell us in the end, all about. You know, with that amount of high emotion, if you had said all about, I would have gone anywhere with you. Let's talk about the third part, the emotional roller coaster that you took us on. Now, with this amount of high emotions, I would love a pause, especially when you talk about us. What about your passionate projects? Give us a pause. Let us think about what is important to us. And then go back to your highly emotional speech. Fourth point, the message of the speech. I thought it was great the way you put it together, but try and bring it closer in a way that we can feel it. Your personal account to your grandfather and how we could make it personal for us. Now let's put it all together. What did I really like? You're a director of ideas. You're a master with words. You took us on an emotional roller coaster ride. What you could improve is wait for the contest chair to sit down and use your title in a nice way and bring in a pause in your emotions. What can I say? Somewhere down the lane, I want to say, and we want to say, all about.
Okay, so that's basically where the video would end. And now it's just clapping. So can anyone maybe evaluate this evaluation? Though, like, the best part of this evaluation was that even when we didn't know the speech topic, we could, relate with the evaluation and maybe understand it. So anyone wants to give a few good points and improvements for this evaluation, maybe?
I would just like to add one small point. He gave a clear-cut answer for. He gave a clear-cut point for what the speaker did wrong and what the speaker did right, and he also added some humor into it. That's it.
Yeah. That's true. Anyone else?
He gave a lot of positive points for the speakers, like to motivate the speakers, and at the same time, he gave a very peace of mind. And one area I would like to improve upon for his speech, you can point out something like the tone of voice or something like with a demonstration, like speech could have made into a different level or something like. Any points you can discuss?
Yeah, that's true. I think someone was also speaking when DM Riaz was speaking. So do you want to speak?
Yeah, I wanted to say he was pretty confident and he had this eye contact with everyone. He was trying to make everyone he was trying to include people which might seem more he's just collaborating with the audience and feeling them.
Yeah. He was very interactive with his hands and body language. Okay, so 1 second. Okay, so now what I felt like, I found 4 points two for positive and two for like improvement. So firstly, he was very energetic into like, so he had like an energetic intro because he was moving around, and he was really loud, and he was, you know, very audible. And he did actually catch everyone's, I feel like everyone over there, like over there with him, and over like whoever watches him, he did catch their attention in the beginning. And he used many onomatopoeias. If you guys don't know what that is, that basically means like any sort of emotion but in sound. So like snap, or like the train moving, and you know, like boom and stuff. And that's a literary device. And he took many short and long pauses just to digest, just for waiting for like the audience to digest what he said, and like for them to understand properly what he's gonna, like what he's saying. And thirdly, I felt like he kept repeating his points. I don't know if this could be a positive or a bad thing, because it was kind of getting boring after a point that I think he repeated himself like twice. um I feel like that happened mainly because he couldn't find too many points just to say, but he wanted to meet the time limit, of course. And or maybe just to make things clear. um Fourthly, he kept moving from his initial position. To me, it was quite distracting, like looking at him from another angle, like each 5 minutes. So, or like each 10 seconds or something. So, yeah, that's my suggestions. Anyone else has anything to add, which I didn't mention or someone hasn't mentioned previously?
President, your help. Salva, you can add.
Okay, yeah, sure. So I'll go. Uh, the evaluation was definitely one of the best evaluations I've witnessed, and I think the reason it was one of the best evaluations I have seen is because the speaker, he spoke with so much confidence, and he spoke and he and rather than just speaking about the speech, he changed the people's viewpoints by just giving them different types of imagery, like how Dhruvi said he used onomatopoeia. He spoke about how the speaker spoke about a train, and uh, about a train on the rail tracks, and brought it back to reality. And I think that was the point at which I was truly grabbed by his evaluation. And I really believe that it's a really good evaluation.
Yeah, that's so true. Okay. Well, that's it. I hope you guys got at least a little bit more familiar to the evaluation technique, and I'm hopefully gonna see more interaction with this role in the future. And yeah, thank you.